Our agricultural district is due for an upgrade. Please don't mind the odd state of Farmer Jones's hut. That will be sorted out later. But for now, I've got this simple building that will serve as the basis for my silo. I've got a basic idea of just how big it's going to be. So let me go ahead and build it up. One side, and then the other. There we go. And now the next tier. And there we go. And now what I can do is I'm going to lay down these oak wood slabs, and these will serve as the ceiling for the first floor of the silo. Let's go ahead and get that sorted out. And in case you're wondering, yes, I've placed that ladder in advance so that I know just how tall this silo is going to be, minus the roof. And I've got a special idea for the silo roof. And let's go ahead and lay down a pair of torches. That should do the job. And now I'm going to place more of the andesite here. And I'm going to place a double layer here to ensure that I have a clean band around the edge of the silo. And then I'm going to put in spruce wood to serve as the actual second floor. There we go. Excellent. Now, more spruce wood to finish off the floor. More diorite to finish off the walls here. And I just need 2 courses of the diorite. 4 high is the wall. Let's get this sorted out. 3, 1. There we go. And then I think I'll go ahead and build the ceiling of this the same way I built the ceiling of the floor below. I may have to run to the wood shop and get some more of these slabs. There we go. And let me go ahead and grab this one extra piece of diorite. There we go. Let me grab some more oak wood slabs real quick here. I may have to craft some more. There we go. And while I'm at it, I would not be remiss going back to the storehouse and grabbing all of the cobblestone slabs. I need more of the slabs, I think. I may not have enough cobblestone to actually pull this off. But oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead and lay down a couple of torches for the time being. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to go ahead and lay down 1 torch there, just in the middle of the floor. There we go. Alright. So, alright, I was going to place this last layer of andesite as a ring around the roof and as a transition from the diorite wall to the cobblestone roof. Alright, let's see here. So, let me think here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 2, go. Alright. And I think I can go ahead and start up this roof. The plan is effectively a dome. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put a full block there in the center. And then go ahead and place the slabs around it. There we go. And so here is the top layer of the roof. Very nearly complete. Let me fix that slab there. Alright. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Irk. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Okay, if I'm quick enough, I can get that piece of cobblestone before enemies start spawning on the roof. There we go. Let me grab a piece of toast on the way back up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, in order to save on resources, I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and also let's put up some cobblestone. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should have gone ahead and put the slabs up first. I need them for the roof anyway. Yeah, and they tell me exactly where those go. Actually, well, let's just align that up. Yeah. There we go. And it does not look like I have quite enough cobblestone to pull this off. There we go. But that's fine. I can close in this roof as much as I can with the materials I've got, which is, by the looks of it, about actually a touch more, I believe, by the looks of it. There we go. Now I need to gather a bit more cobblestone and finish off this roof. Well, the silo is roofed. I ultimately opted to make the roof one block lower. It just seemed a little bit too tall with the roof as it was before. But before we go anywhere else with that, what I need to do is first off craft myself some wooden planks and grab some logs. Voila. Alright, let's go ahead and grab 18 planks. There we go. Now what I can do is place the planks at the top. Yeah, there we go. Chest in the middle, and then surround it all with logs, et voila, I get a lot of barrels. And let's go ahead and grab 16 oak logs and turn them into chests as well. I'll get 8 of those. Now back to the silo. And I think I'm just going to do the first floor here and not worry about the second. There we go. So 16 more like so. That was not what I wanted to do. That really wasn't what I wanted to do. But yeah, there we go. And now go ahead and set down the chests as well. Yeah. This is looking pretty good. Now I just need to start moving things over And the obvious place to start is in my storehouse here. There we go. And since I'm also growing carrots and potatoes, but I have none there, I'll also want carrot and potato seeds in here, but I'm not too concerned about those. Alright. So let's go ahead and put those two like so. And then I'm going to have a bit of work to do to get everything shifted over. Let's start with these basic seeds here, the ones that I've been crossbreeding. Those can easily give me complications. There we go. How about some cotton? Alright. Now I can go ahead and put these seeds in here. There we go. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now I think, take the rest of the seeds, the ones that I'm not crossbreeding. At least not at this time. And I'll probably combine the berry bushes with those as well. And that will go into this second chest here. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I suppose I can use these two for the moment as miscellany chests. And half of my miscellaneous here. I've been storing a lot of the Pam's Harvest Craft materials there to avoid overburdening the chests at the farmer's hut. Now that I'm moving the chests out of the farmer's hut and into the silo, that's going to be far less of an issue. Speaking of the farmer's hut, let's go ahead and move as much of the food out of here as I can. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. So I want really just Pam's Harvest Craft stuff in here. That. Not that. Definitely not that. Okay, yeah. Hold on, not melons. Yeah, okay. There we go. At some point I should consider replanting my berry bushes, but for right now I'm not assigning it that high a priority. Alright, at any rate, let's go ahead and get these two chests now out of the way. And while I'm at it, let's get rid of that as well. The seed analyzer, because it's going to be relocated, and I think just as a temporary measure, I'm going to go ahead and put it there. Yeah. Like I said, that's really just temporary. There we go. Yeah. Salt I'll put up back home. Alright. So, let us go ahead and place those down. Let's put that there for the time being. I think I'm okay. So now I can return to the storehouse, put up the salt, and now I can reclaim this chest for some other use once I get the rest of this placed in the storehouse. And I'm not going to bother putting any of this other stuff into barrels just yet, simply because, well, if I'm running out of room in that chest, I can go ahead and use another. And there we go. So that is the silo complete. And if I may go ahead and knock it off my to-do list. Yeah. All right, I think the civic research is going to be the way to go from here. Well, I think I started the civic research earlier, but I think it's time to see if I can't do something useful with that research. And towards that end, I'm going to go ahead and research leadership. Now that requires paper, sticks, string, and torches. I'll go ahead and take care of the torches. I should have the string in the storehouse. I do indeed. Do I have enough sugarcane to make the paper I need? Yes, I do. And sticks, I believe the requirement was 24 of them. So, if I go over here and grab 3 logs, that should give me all of the sticks I need. And that means I should be able to make the leadership research. And that will open up more than a few options. I'll show you what I mean once the research is done. Yes, I know I've got a spare carrot in my inventory. Let's see here. All right. So the research is done. Now, this is what leadership gets you. Food bundle is not too bad. Of course, it's various different types of food, such as they are. Mostly meat, unfortunately. But the big thing, various types of workers, various types of orders, a few different instruments for the bards, but the big one is the town hall. And that's because it's actually not that hard to make. We need stone bricks, which I managed to get a few of while I was tearing down the pseudo-smeltery at the village, some oak wood logs, and a chest. Not much to do with that. So why don't we go ahead and get that done. Grab the stone bricks. Head over here and grab the wood. 5 logs. And we'll make our way back over to the research center, because what I need to make the town hall is there. I checked, a regular crafting table cannot make the town hall. I actually have to use the engineering station here, I think. Wait a minute, unless... Aha! There it is. Okay, so not only do I have to use this engineering station, but I also have to have my research book in it. But now that I've got a block to mark where my town hall will be, I think I would be well served at this point to focus on actually building said town hall. But I still have to sort out where that will go. So that will be a project for later. The crops are still processing. I have no real obvious place for a village square or any of this stuff. I mean, the blacksmith does need a home. Other than that, yeah, there's only so much left to do here. But there is still a bit of work that needs to be done at this stage.